gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all present here. A special thanks to our chief guest of the day, Ms. Manisha Bose. It's an honor to be graced by the presence of such an accomplished personality.
We also welcome our Honorable Madam Principal, respected teachers, honored parents and dear students. I, Mahi Das,
and I, Ahana Ghosh,
welcome you all to the prestigious GSSGS Global Concerns Summit 2023.
In a world that is becoming increasingly interconnected, the ancient Indian concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translates to the world is one family, holds significant relevance.
This concept is rooted in ancient Vedic beliefs. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of how every living being is born from the same source and are all connected by a common thread of divine life.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is similar to the Buddhist notion of interconnectedness, where all sentient and non-sentient creatures are seen as one family interlinked by a web of biological, psychological, and spiritual relationships.
In this modern world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is viewed as a strong value for humanity. It is a deep reminder of the responsibility that we have to treat others with respect and kindness.
It serves as a reminder for people to extend beyond their immediate family and acknowledge the larger human family.
We are extremely honored to have delegates from different nations gracing us with their benign presence.
The spokesperson of the different countries are going to enrich us with the contributions of their prestigious countries.
So, everyone, let's put our hands together for a huge round of applause.
Now, as we begin the conference without any further delay, we would like to call our first dignitary, Avantika Sengupta, to represent the country famous for its rainforests, beaches and lively city life in Rio de Janeiro,
Brazil. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Ayam Nichhaparoveti Gananala Kusita Sanam Udara Sharishtanamatu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It translates to the world is one family. It conveys the idea that the entire world is interconnected and interdependent, promoting a sense of unity and global brotherhood. Cumprimentan those distinguished guests and esteemed attendees, I am honored to be here as a spokesperson of Brazil at this esteemed GSSGS Summit. I extend my heartfelt of gratitude to the organizers and participants of the same for inviting Brazil at this pivotal meeting. Today, I aim to delve into the profound idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and its relevance to Brazil as we shall navigate the global landscape together. It is a profound idea that originates from India but holds a universal significance. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. In the heart of Brazil, a country known for its lush rainforests, diverse cultures and vibrant people, this concept resonates deeply. Brazil, like the rest of the world too, faces global challenges. Poverty, diseases, climate change knows no border. In order to confront these issues effectively, we must understand and embrace the fact that we are all interconnected. One of the most striking aspects of Brazil is its rich blend of cultures. From the indigenous tribes of the Amazon to the Afro-Brazilian tradition, this nation is truly a melting pot. Just as Brazil's all culture come together, the entire world too should come together and stand as one, respecting and learning from each other. Today, I want to shed light on an often overlooked aspect of Brazil, its effort to help other countries. Brazil is a main producer of a host of minerals, for example, iron ore, manganese, tin, bauxite, gold, etc. It is also world's primary source of coffee. It exports 7.1% of coffee to Italy, 5.1% of coffee to Japan, 5.9% to Belgium, 15.2% to France, 15.2% to Russia and 20.7% to Turkey. Brazil's experience with tropical disease has helped it enable to help other countries combat diseases like malaria and Zika virus. The Brazilian government, in addition, also collaborated to share its expertise and knowledge about making of vaccines and treatment strategies that have helped to save the lives of many nations. Brazil has a long tradition of participating in peacekeeping missions. It has successfully participated in 33 peacekeeping missions and provided over 27,000 troops. It is also one of the very few countries who has got a trade surplus with China of about 316.6 billion. The main export products are oilseeds, which alone produces 31.8 billion US dollars. Furthermore, this nation's extensive Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, plays a crucial role in mitigating climate change. Brazil also helps other countries in the realm of education, agriculture and renewable energy. Along with iron and soya bean, it also transports human and animal blood, which is used for diagnosis. Even India and Brazil share a very close multifaceted relationships, both at bilateral and plurilateral levels. For example, BRICS, BASICS, G4, G20, IBSA, International Solar Alliances, as well as in a lot of multilateral bodies such as UN, UNESCO, WIPO, etc. since 1948. India has its embassy in Rio de Janeiro and Brazil has an embassy in Mumbai. Let us acknowledge Brazil's effort to help other countries and draw inspiration from the same. Thank you and wishing you a very nice day.
Thank you, Abantika. As Abantika stated, Brazil extends support to other countries through various means. It provides humanitarian aid during crises and natural disasters, contributes to peacekeeping missions, engages in capacity building programs, shares expertise in fields like agriculture, renewable energy and healthcare, and supports developmental projects in other nations.
Brazil's diplomatic efforts also focus on fostering regional stability and cooperation, particularly with South America, while contributing to global initiatives aimed at addressing challenges such as climate change and poverty alleviation.
Now, we call upon our next dignitary, Das Gupta, to represent the country which has very high-tech sector and high level of international reserves. In addition, fun-filled Dead Sea, magic lush hills and valleys. Israel.
Arshi, the stage is all yours.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is a Sanskrit phrase which means the world is one family. The idea of this phrase remains relevant today as it emphasizes a global perspective, prioritizing collective well-being over individual or family interests. It encourages us to think about the welfare of others, fostering global solidarity and responsibility, etc., especially in addressing crucial issues like climate change, peace, sustainable development, etc. Good afternoon, this is Arshi Das Gupta, and first of all, I would like to thank GSS for making me and my country Israel a part of this summit. Israel may be a tiny country, but it's a major force in technology, research and development. It has become a great technology and entrepreneurial powerhouse. The Bloomberg Innovation Index that ranks countries on the basis of their research and development has listed Israel at number 5 in the world. The country's major economic sectors are high technology and industrial manufacturing. Now speaking about how my country, Israel, is following the ideologies of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. As an Israeli, I feel very proud to share that Israel has a long-standing tradition of extending aid to alleviate hunger, poverty and disease, and as well as in the wake of natural disasters and terrorist attacks beyond its border. Israel has also provided humanitarian assistance to developing countries like Asia, Africa, South America and Oceania. On January 12, 2010, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake had struck the nation of Haiti. Almost immediately, Israel had sent in a delegation as well as an IDF search and a rescue unit to Haiti. On March 2011, followed by the devastating earthquake in Japan, Israel was one of the first countries to send aid according to the needs and requests of the Japanese government. Israel has also contributed aid in the wake of the 2004 tsunami by providing 60 tons of international aid to Indonesia and 82 tons of relief to Sri Lanka alone. After the 2005 earthquake in Kashmir, the Israeli Flying Aid Group had sent missions to provide supplies and shelter homes for thousands of families. Israel also exports diamonds, medicaments and medical equipment to US. During COVID-19, the Israeli embassy had contributed a lot of technologies and medical equipment to hospitals in Delhi, including the AIIMS. Israel had been involved in the international coronavirus diplomacy, collaborating, exchanging information, and donating medical equipment. It had sent life-saving equipment to India to assist it in fight against such a deadly disease. Mashav, Israel's Agency for International Development Cooperation at Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which was set up in 1958 with the aim of empowering other countries by providing tools and expertise to achieve sustainable development, has several aid and cooperation campaigns active all around the world. It includes its Better Together initiative, which has seen assistance packages containing personal protective gear, syringes, medication, and more sent to the medical staff in countries across the globe. So now, in addition, over the last 26 years, Israel has sent out 15 aid missions to countries struck by natural disasters. Overall medical care has been given to more than 2,300 people in afflicted areas, and about 220 were saved from certain death. So, as an Israeli, I feel very proud to share that Israel definitely follows the ideologies of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, as it has helped so many countries in overcoming their hard times. Thank you.
Thank you, Arshi. As Arshi asserted, Israel is a small but highly influential country despite its relatively small size. Israel has managed to make a big impact on the global stage through its innovation and creativity. Over the past few years, Israel has helped by providing aids and relief to many countries struck by natural disasters and terrorist attacks.
From its groundbreaking advancements in technology and medicine to its rich cultural heritage, Israel has made a lasting impact on the global stage. As a country that continues to innovate and push boundaries, Israel is sure to remain a significant contributor to the world for years to come.
Now, calling our next dignitary, Shreya Kumari Singh, to represent the country which never fails to move us with their kindness, thoughtfulness, consideration and discipline. It is also uniquely known for its exceptional cleanliness and safety. Japan.
Now, I would like to have Shreya on the stage, please.
Imagine if the world becomes one family, breaking all the so-called borders and boundaries of separate countries. Then the world will become a peaceful place to live in, where there will be no segregation among people on the basis of gender, caste, color, nationality, etc. That's what exactly the ideology of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Firstly, I would like to thank the community of GSSGS for inviting Japan here in this summit. It's a great pleasure and privilege to be here this afternoon and share how my country, Japan, has contributed for the betterment of the world. My nation is the third largest economy in the whole world. It is holding a share of 35% since 1 decade. Its science and technology has helped the rapid development of the world. It has a long history and a tradition of scientific research and development, stretching as far back as Meiji period. It exports 4% of iron and steel every year. My nation is very well known for its electronic industries, and its electronic products accounts a large share in the world's market. It exports 19% of machineries and 16% of electrical equipments every year. Let me give you all an example. The air conditioner we all use, the speakers we use, the mobile phones we use, many of them are of Japanese brands like Panasonic, Hitachi, Canon, Sony, etc. My nation is the second largest exporter of vehicles in the whole world. It exports 18% of vehicles almost every year. Honda, Suzuki, Nissan, Toyota are the very well-known automobile companies of my country. Its disaster prevention assistance covers a large field in the world. In the field of volcanic eruption, it provides funds for equipment used in disaster reconstruction following the volcanic disaster of Mount Pinatubo in Philippines in 1991. Financial assistance was also given to Indonesia when there was an emergency volcanic eruption on Mount Merapi and Mount Kelud in 2010. For typhoon-related aids, financial assistance is given for relief operations to Bangladesh, which suffers from cyclones almost every year. As for earthquake-related disaster, comprehensive technical cooperation is being provided to Mexico and Peru by our experts. If I had to add about helping the world as a whole, then financially, $34 million accounts to the total donation we make every year. Our researchers have invented many things that surely we all of us use without knowing its origin, say QR code, DVD, camera phones, bullet trains, and even emojis, without which our daily internet interaction would have been as dry as the deserts of Africa. I must address the craze of Japanese cinema among the youth these days. I have not seen a single child not heard of Doraemon and Shinchan. These are the two most popular cartoons the world has ever had, with 250 million and 148 million copies sold. With these influencing ideas and innovations, Japan is proud to stand among the other countries. And as I cited that all of us has contributed a lot for the betterment of the world, I could conclude that the ideology of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is deep inside our hearts. I would request the spokesperson of the different countries present here to extend their helping hand a bit more to make this place an even more better to live in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shreya. Affirmed by Shreya, Japan has the world's third largest economy, having achieved remarkable growth in the second half of the 20th century after devastation of World War II. Its rate of technological contributions in the international community is considerable. It is also a major aid donor and a source of global donor of capital and credit.
Japan is a country of contrasts, where ancient traditions and modern innovations coexist harmoniously. With its rich cultural heritage, breathtaking landscapes, and cutting-edge technology, the land of the rising sun has a unique allure that captivates visitors from around the world.
Now, calling our next dignitary, Jyoti Das, representing the country which is famous for its rich cultural heritage and contributions to music, literature and art, to its powerful influence on global politics and military prowess.
Russia. Please welcome Jyoti Das upon the stage.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. These two words capture a deep philosophy. It means the whole world is one family. This is an all-embracing outlook that encourages us to progress as one universal family transcending borders, languages, and ideologies. Dobry dzień, ja Jyoti Das, I kagros Rosjanom ja kotelbi podaleciar meselito, kakojana sedaledria drakoestran. Thank you the GSSGS Summit for inviting Russia to this summit and giving me this proud opportunity to speak about my country's positive thoughts and how it has contributed for the other countries. Russia is the largest country in the world. Russia has been actively shaping its development cooperation agenda for almost a decade. Russia has strengthened its global role through extended commitment to multilateral development agencies. Since 2004, we have strengthened our assistance to the International Development Assistance IDA and have contributed to a number of global initiatives, including trust funds administered by the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Russia has been a partner to the IDA since the 9th replenishment in 1997. IDA 17 was the focus for Russia's engagement with the World Bank in 2013, when Russia expressed strong support for the IDA as a multilateral mechanism for providing assistance to the poorest countries. Russia, along with the other donors of the world, has also contributed for a number of global important initiatives and debt reliefs for the most heavily indebted countries and fight against AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. Russia maintains positive relations with countries considered neutral on the world stage, such as India and Vietnam. With countries traditionally considered Western aligned, Russia also maintains positive relations with countries such as Hungary, Siberia, Turkey, Qatar, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Israel. At present, due to the ongoing invasion with Ukraine, Russia has no diplomatic relationships with Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin has offered free grain to 6 African countries, telling African leaders at a conference in St. Petersburg that Moscow is making efforts to avert a global food crisis, days after withdrawing from the Ukraine grain export deal. Russia has enormous resources, and about 3/4 of Russia's coal is exported in Siberia. Russia is one of the leading producers of oil, extracting about 1/5 of the global total. India-Russia relations are the bilateral relations and overall economic policies between the Russian Federation and the Republic of India. During the Cold War, India and the Russian Federation formed a strong and strategic relationship, and this diplomatic unity was further strengthened by both the nations sharing military ideas as well as their overall economic policies. Russia proposed to hold a meeting of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Council in December 2011 to fight against the corruption set out by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. My country has a very large reason for valuing the cooperation of other countries and prioritizing our nation's interests. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti. As Jyoti said, Russia is a country teeming with history, natural beauty, and cultural treasures. From its inspiring landmarks to its rich artistic traditions, there is no shortage of things to see and do in this diverse and captivating country.
Russia's contributions to the world are a testament to its enduring legacy of creativity, innovation, and intellectual depth. Russia's enduring contributions continue to inspire and enrich the global dialogue on human experience and intellectual inquiry, serving as a testament to the enduring power of Russian culture, intellect, and creativity.
Now, I would like to invite our next dignitary, Akshara Chaudhary, to represent the country famous for its natural beauty, strong economy, education system, career opportunities, modern lifestyle, and scenic beauty. United States of America.
Akshara, please come up on the stage.
Loka samastha sukhina bhavatu. Let the entire world be happy. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam finds its roots in the Maha Upanishad, a timeless Indian text. In Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva refers to the world or earth, while Kutumbakam means family. Translated, it means the world is one family. Its idea is to emphasize a global perspective, prioritizing a collective well-being over individual or family interests. On this very context, I, Akshaya Chaudhary, as the spokesperson of the United States of America, will be highlighting my country's contribution to the world. Also, I'm honored to be here at this respected assembly and community of GSSGS 2023 Summit. I would like to thank them for inviting USA in this summit. The United States is currently a world power, as it is a country that holds a significant influence over a large part of the planet. One of the United States' biggest contributions to the world has been its leadership in the development of modern technology, particularly in the fields of computing, telecommunications, and space exploration. Many of the world's most important technological innovations, such as internet, GPS, modern smartphone, Google, Wikipedia, so on and so forth, can trace their origins back to American ingenuity and research. In addition, the United States has given or invented the Hubble Space Telescope, which NASA invented and has provided the world with this invention. The United States is often ranked as one of the top destinations for international students due to its high-quality education system and a wide range of study options. The United States has contributed significantly in promoting democracy, human rights, and the rule of law around the world. My country is the world's largest donor of foreign aid, contributing $35.5 billion in 2020 during the pandemic, according to figures published by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The American economy is a major player in the World Economic Forum. Since the 1970s, America's integration with the world market has increased by a factor of 3. This means that at the present moment, America's economy contributes to about 30% of the world economy. We know that the US has relations with many countries, but the relationship between USA and India has had a long history and encompasses various aspects. Both the countries have contributed significantly to the world and have had a complex relationship over the years. You can see that with the example of Martin Luther King Jr. During his trip to India, King studied the teachings, the philosophy, the non-violent resistance, and drew inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi's lives and teachings, which he later used in his civil rights activism in the United States. Not only all the inventions and contributions were fruitful, we cannot deny the fact that they also contributed the atomic bomb. As awful as it sounds, the atomic bomb has changed humanity forever. I would argue that this is the very same bomb that has prevented us humans from starting World War III. In addition, the United States has contributed significantly in the fields of culture, art, music, and entertainment, which influence people over the world and have contributed to the global cultural landscape, like the electric guitar, or a brilliant American invention that has made rock and roll possible. The bottom line is that the American economy is pivotal to the world. The decisions taken by the American politicians and financial leaders have a huge impact on the financial well-being of the rest of the world. So from the expeditions, it is certainly clear that USA has thus provided security and numerous helping hands to the whole world. So now, there is no point of debate here when it comes to the pros of the US. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Akshara. As Akshara declaimed, the United States of America is a country that was founded on the principles of freedom, democracy, and equality. For centuries, it has been a beacon of hope and opportunity for people from all around the world.
It is important for us to acknowledge the positive impact the United States has had on our world and to continue to work towards fostering a cooperative and mutually beneficial relationship.
Now, calling our final dignitary of the day, Kaushiki Roy, representing the country often referred to as the land of diversity. a country also known for its rich history, diverse culture, delicious cuisine, and rapidly growing economy.
India. Let's welcome our final dignitary of the day, Kaushiki Roy, with a huge round of applause.
Honorable Chair and esteemed Assembly, Namaste. I am Kaushiki Roy, here to represent the nation of India at this prestigious GSSGS Global Concerns Summit 2023. As we gather here, we invoke the ancient wisdom of my country, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning the whole world is one family. India, the very country that leads this idea, is extending our arms to all the nations present here and to those who could not make it to come and recognize the same belief. This age-old philosophy helps us remember the essence of our nation's worldview. It reminds us that beyond borders and boundaries, beyond race and religion, we are all interconnected as members of the human family. It calls upon us to come together and work for the betterment of humanity. India's strong ties and collaborations with countries across continents, including United States, United Kingdom, Japan, Russia, countries in Southeast Asia, Africa, and Middle East, emphasize our dedication in building mutually beneficial relationships. Our pursuit of economic innovations, technology, and cultural exchanges serves as a testament to our belief in the power of international cooperation. To prove the same, India has time and again assisted other nations in their fights. When devastating earthquakes hit the countries of Turkey and Nepal, we kept aside our differences and assisted them medically and financially. When severe floods hit the island nation of Sri Lanka, we deployed our naval ships to their assistance. When Cyclone Idai hit Mozambique, we were one of the first responders. We also played a significant role in aiding other countries during the COVID-19 pandemic. We supplied essential drugs, including hydroxychloroquine and paracetamol, to over 150 countries. We exported medical equipment and personal protective equipment, PPE. This helped in strengthening the worldwide healthcare unit. We also actively collaborated in the making of the AstraZeneca Oxford or the Covishield vaccine. If we talk about our efforts towards culture, climate resilience, and global solidarity, we can proudly claim that those efforts are not confined to our borders alone. We recognize that environmental challenges are global and thus require a united front. By coming together and recognizing our shared vulnerabilities, we help create and forge long-lasting solutions. As we gather here, we hear that the whole world is one family from every nation present here. We are nations of immense culture, diversity, pride, so let us come together to hear that the whole world is one family. In doing so, we help create a world for our next generations that is peaceful, tolerant, and war-free for every member of our global family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kaushiki. As Kaushiki discussed, India is a land of vibrant culture, rich history, and immense economic potential. As one of the oldest civilizations in the world with a diverse population and a rapidly growing economy, India has a significant role to play in the global arena.
It is time for the world to embrace and recognize the unique qualities and capabilities of India by fostering collaboration and cooperation with it. The world can benefit from its rich cultural offerings, historical insights, and economic opportunities. Let us embrace India and all it has to offer.
Now finally, as we come to the end of the summit, I would like to thank all the delegacies for sharing their valuable opinion with us on this very prestigious day. We really hope that one day we all will be together for the betterment and the well-being of the world and realize the future will require a concerted effort to overcome the challenges that stand in the way and to embrace indeed the family.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our GSSGS Global Concerns Summit 2023. But before we disperse, I wish to say it was truly been an honor to be a part of such an accomplished gathering. Thank you for making this event a memorable success.
Thank you once again and have a great day ahead.